Morning. Today we're going to plant a shrub and a tree, and I'm going to show you the steps that we take in which to go about doing that. So first we're going to plant the mountain fire Andromeda, which is a very early flowering shrub. It has white flowers that persist for quite some time. It needs to be planted in some shade, and it has beautiful red new growth on the leaves. So it really adds quite a bit of color to your garden, as well as being one of those plants that can do well in shade. And essentially it's pretty trouble-free plant. So we start out, we dig the hole. I like to dig the hole as deep as it is in the container, but I like to dig it about twice as wide as it is in the container. Okay, yeah. And of course, we're going to use, anytime we plant shrubs or trees for customers, we always use Coast of Maine products. Most often it's the Penobscot blend. It's what we seem to find works the best for us, and we really like using it. Now, after I've taken the shrub out of the container, you'll see that it has some roots that have been contained in the pot. And I'm going to scratch that with my fingers just to change some of the direction that the roots grow in, because as of right now they're growing in a circular pattern because of the shape of the container. And I'll scrape up the bottom a little. I'll put it in the hole, and I'll make sure that I'm not too deep. I'd rather be a little higher than too deep. The plant really needs to be able to allow its gas to escape. It takes in carbon dioxide and expels oxygen, which is the opposite of what people use. So now that I have it, I got my height correct. I'll then take my Coast of Maine, and I like to mix it up in the soil that's already there. Now, you can use it straight if you really don't like your soil, if you have questions, if your soil is, maybe has a previous problem, just not sure how good it is. But I'll mix it up, good 50% Coast of Maine Penobscot blend and 50% of the soil that's there. I find that does the best job of acclimating the shrub. And when you read the bag of Coast of Maine Penobscot blend, you think about all the ingredients are in it, and they almost sound good enough to eat, though I don't recommend eating it. So it has blueberries and salmon and all really good, healthy, organic matter, and it's just a great product. So then I'll fill this up, probably about halfway. And then I'll firm it up well. I want to try to eliminate any air pockets that are in here, but I don't want to compress the soil to the point where it's too solid. So I just work my hands around, making sure that there are no air pockets. I'll backfill it, put the soil away from the top just a little bit, so I don't want to girdle the roots or suffocate it. Then after I've done that, the mulch that I prefer to use is Enriching mulch by Coast of Maine. Now, this is a really neat product because today most mulch is a wood waste product, meaning it has a high percentage of wood in it, not much bark, and it's usually colored. Problem with wood is it robs the soil of nitrogen. It also be more susceptible to attracting insects. So the nice thing about the Enriching mulch, it's made up of almost fully of bark mulch, and it doesn't rob the soils of nitrogen anywhere near as much. It has natural properties to repel bugs, and it does a great job of weed suppression as well as moisture retention. And I usually put it down no more than 3 inches, 2.5 to 3 inches. I try to keep it away from the trunk because I don't want the trunk to get rot. So I just keep it off the trunk a little bit. And I'll just use my fingers, smooth it out nice, and I'll water it. I'll water this plant with a hose, probably on a very slow trickle for 20 minutes to half an hour, and I'll do it once a week. Not every day. Some people think you need to water every day. No, I water today, I water it again in a couple days, and then it's once a week. And maybe in the summer, if it's tremendously hot and dry, I might do it every 5 days, but I just water once a week, and I think that you'll find that that's how you'll have your best success. Yep. Okay, great. So we've finally got our shrub finished. We've got it mulched. We're going to pull away our debris that we have left, you know, any roots or so forth. And just so you know, this is obviously a shrub that we planted. We would plant a tree the same way. We'd water it the same way. We may water it a little longer depending on the root ball size. But it's once a week, and it's no deeper than the soil. You don't want to plant it too deep. You're better off having it a little higher than deeper. And dig your hole 50% wider than the root ball of the plant. Mix your soil up, plant it same way. Great, thank you.